just felt like when I was trying to open, I was opening up like an empty pantry. And there just wasn't anything in there, which made me feel like maybe I'm not opening. But then I was like, well, maybe I am, and there just isn't anything in there, and that's what I've got.
Yeah, there is nothing in there. Why should there be anything in there?
Some kind of I assume connection has to do with warmth and like a strong sense of other people, not just me sitting here empty while looking at them.
Well, is it you sitting there empty? Are you sure?
That's what it felt like. It felt like a bombed out building.
Well, initially, maybe that is the first contact with the absence of things, and what we call our quote unquote mind will judge it as some sort of poverty. Well, that is very barren. I need a bunch of junk. Need to share my junk. That's what everybody's always doing. They're sharing their junk. It's just garbage. There's nothing there that is worth anything except the beautiful emptiness that we all are. Then you feel your emptiness, your nothingness, and then it is very beautiful. Can you feel it in your heart, in your face? Or do you feel deprived or
I feel both at the same time. There's moments where I feel loose, and then at the same time I could feel there's all my stuff kind of in the background somewhere.
Yeah, well, so you can maybe allow yourself to just experience the nothingness, which is our original condition. Nothingness. It doesn't mean that we are nothing. It's that there's nothing to hold on to in there. It's just emptiness. But actually, that is a very beautiful form of abundance. That is the only actual real form of abundance. It's a voidness. It is a potentiality. It can become whatever. But if I have a collection of rickety old garbage, they're like rusty and like, oh, I have that little picture when I was like that and I was so bitter. Who cares? That's we are can share our own emptiness, and then when we share it, it becomes bigger. If you allow yourself to not let your machinery judge it, just you don't have to ignore it. Just focus more on. You can just focus on just being. Oh, what a liberation to not have to have anything. I have nothing. I am completely poor. To be poor is really what we wish. To be not having any burdens. And then we just a very little skill. Well, can I enjoy the absence in my chest and let it myself reach into my face, include the others, and we are together. And if I catch myself identifying with objects like thoughts, emotions, whatever, I don't have to focus on them. I just stay with my nothingness, and it is very good. Then kind of that makes me richer. Even to speak of it is to value it.
Kind of just sitting with the feeling and not worried that it has to be some other way, you know. And now I got hit with a ton of anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting with it.
Yes. You can share it if you want, but anxiety is just a form of fear or resistance to the fact that you have realized or are discovering, oh, I'm actually nothing. They say, no, 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 wait, but we have so much. Let me fill you in with anxiety, uncomfortableness. This is not some kind of superstitious approach where we pray to the gods that it will go away or do different activities to pacify the evil gods of whatever. Our nervous system is generating this because there is a great opening and it doesn't like imbalances. So, oh, that was too much. Oh, we need to close down a little bit. So generate some anxiety, some fear, and that will keep it more or less balanced. It's exactly what you say. You just observe it without being interested in it. Don't get lost in it while you remain in the nothingness. You let it go to your face. Whatever needs to happen, you let it happen. The support is all around us. The support is who we are. There's nothing that is against us. It cannot be against us. In the realm of experiences such as tensions and anxieties and so on, if I demean myself to the level of being one of those objects, then I will be having a lot of adversaries, a lot of opposition. But if I realize, no, this is cannot touch me, I am a nothing already. I am beyond this challenge. Just the challenge come in. Oh yes, you also come in. Fear, horror, whatever. Oh, come in. And then you just let them in, and they are like nothing to you. They dissolve. Like when you see clouds, big clouds in the sky, and the wind is blowing, then they just break up and dissolve until there's nothing but blue sky. Just like that. The clouds return to their source, just like everything else. There's no effort needed. Nothing needs to be done. Just allow ourselves to remain.